The internet is a strange place. People make many strange decisions every single day. I see it firsthand on my own channels, across the internet, Reddit posts, etc. But nothing strikes me as weird as today. I'm sure you've all heard about it by now, and if you haven't, you're obviously not terminally online like I am. Elon Musk has purchased Twitter and now is seeking to rebrand it. Now, I don't know if this is some kind of sick pun from him or some kind of joke that he's gonna revert in the future, but it is a very strange decision nonetheless. He's decided to change Twitter's entire branding. And you're probably asking yourself right now, what kind of name is he going to go for? Twitter's already a perfect brand. It's a worldwide brand. Everybody knows Twitter, or at least most people do. What if I told you he was renaming it to X? Yeah, just X. That's it. There's a little more to it than that. It's not the letter X. There's a Unicode symbol by X, and to explain roughly what that is, X being the basic multilingual plane, whatever the hell that means. Now, I may not run a business, and honestly, I've never owned any businesses in my life. But what I do know is that when you have a brand like Twitter, for instance, and it's already hugely successful and its name carries weight across the world, the last thing you want to do is completely flip that around and turn it into something else, something unrecognizable. So Elon has officially shot the bird out of the sky. The feathers from its very wings have been plucked. It's now dead in the ground. X marking the spot exactly where it fell. The jokes are already pouring in. I quite literally typed in X on videos and it came up with a bunch of So as you can imagine, people are probably going to be very confused when they're typing in X or, if you're trying to look up Twitter, what the do we even call the lingo anymore? You know how like Twitter has its own lingo these days, like tweets, retweets, quote retweets, etc. What is it now? Like re-X's, quote X's. It's so awful. I just realized X-scribe. How awful does that sound? Elon reminds me of that unsatisfied rich kid at Christmas. You know, the one that gets like the toy and then immediately after a week of playing with it, they're done, they destroy it or they just throw it into the trash. Gathers dust in the corner somewhere in their bedroom. I feel like that's what he's doing with Twitter. Now, disclaimer, I don't actually use Twitter anymore. I am one of the blessed who decided to deactivate their account, not in protest or anything like that, but because I found it pointless. It was taking up too much of my day. And I can find sources of information basically anywhere else. This isn't the first time Elon has messed around with the letter X or the Unicode X. He even named his child, or at least the beginning of his child's name with an X, putting it up on screen for you. Yeah, good luck saying that one. What a mouthful. My curiosity got the better of me. I had to look what Elon Musk's child's name meant. A reference to the supercomputing term exaflops. The ability to perform 1 quintillion floating point operations per second, while dark represents the unknown. What the is that? According to an official email that was sent out, apparently Twitter has been known as X Corp inside of its internal affairs for quite a while now. X Corp sounds like some kind of off-brand superhero agency. I don't even know where to begin with this one. Imagine you're a company and you're looking to put your ads across a website, which a majority of Twitter revenue comes from their subscription-based service and also their ad revenue from companies. Imagine you try to pitch a site called X. Immediately the Kumas everywhere are just going to think it's X videos or some kind of porn. What a terrible brand decision. All jokes aside, I don't actually care about Twitter. I never really have. I feel like it's a huge waste of time. And I really do feel like there are just better social media websites. And no, I'm not talking about Facebook, because let's be honest, that's just for boomers. I hate quoting Dexerto, but I will here, and I'll show the article obviously as well. Ex-CEO Linda Lacarion, I think I pronounced that right, released a statement about Twitter's name change and revealed it will be powered by AI. It's an exceptionally rare thing in life or in business that you get a second chance to make another big impression. Big impression on what? It was already one of the biggest brands in the world for social media. It didn't need to be changed. If you type in x.com on your keyboard as well, x.com. Don't screw that up. Trust me, you don't want to do that, especially if you're at work. It'll also link you straight to Twitter's page. Some further research into the topic, I found out that X is actually a reoccurring thing with Elon Musk past his child and there's new Twitter changes. Before he had PayPal, there was another company that also was called X. And according to Wikipedia, X.com was an online bank co-founded by Elon Musk, Harris Fricker, and Christopher Payne, and Ed Ho in 1999 in Palo Alto, California. In 2000, X.com merged with Computer Confinity Inc., a software company also based in Palo Alto. Elon was interested in Confinity because of its easy payment system. The merged company changed its name to PayPal. eBay bought PayPal for US $1.5 billion in 2002. In 2015, PayPal was spun off and become an independent company. I don't know what this guy's fascination with X is, but it's certainly not leading to a pot of treasure. If you're digging in the sand with a giant X and you dig up the cesspit that is Twitter and all of the logs that associate with that, that is definitely not a good find. Now, I want to state that I don't think that Twitter's going to die from this. Obviously, the brand is huge. Elon's backing it. The publicity is massive. So, at the end of the day, it honestly might improve Twitter, make it a little bit more profitable, because that is Elon's goal at the end of the day, to make the company profitable. You know what? I changed my mind. The X is brilliant branding because at least it will remind people what button to press to get away from the website as fast as possible. This is probably one of the first and only times I talk about Twitter or X. Just so stupid, man. So I promise I won't make another video on it. And for now, I'll catch you in the next one.